All right, everybody. It's been a long time coming, but here it is. They've sent us the very first sample of the Blackbeard versus Maynard starter set. So we're gonna go ahead and have ourselves a little unboxing, and let's see what we got. We have Ray here with us. We got Daniel here to my right. Lily's in the room. Everybody is pretty excited. It was hard for us to have enough patience to actually do this on camera, but we did it. All right, very well packaged. No, probably not. Okay, so as you can see, it's a pretty big box. The box is much bigger. When we were starting this process, we thought the box was going to be about a foot squared. Basically the Ogan Iron box, but a little thicker. So, you were very wrong.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, we've had all our white samples and stuff, so we knew the size, but this is the first time we see it all actually together and packaged, as you guys will see it. Oh, this is a beautiful box. There you go. A big box of awesome historical sea battles, land battles, and everything else you want to do. Something we've been wanting to do since we started Blood Plunder. Our two-player starter set. Yeah, well, so you got the little side views there, and here's the back. Shows you everything you're getting in the box. Full game in the box. Everything you need to get started. You literally need nothing else. Don't need any terrain or dice. Well, you will need some glue and some scissors. Something to snip it up with, but that's about it. Alright, let's get the shrink wrap off. Alright, there we go. So, let's lift this up. I guess I should put my knife away.
Yeah.
Before I hurt one of us. Alright, so here we go. First thing you're going to see in the box is we have our game mat. So this is a double-sided. It's about 34 by 34 inches. Basically just short of 3 by 3. The biggest our printer was able to do. So there's your land portion of the mat. And if you have Ogan Iron, you'll recognize, of course, the other side, our sea mat. So it's a great little, it's a great way to get started, especially if you're new to wargaming, don't have any terrain, or just don't have any appropriate terrain. It's a nice thing to have. So then here we've got a couple. Got those boxes right there, and in here we've got a couple of ships. So here we have our sloop in all of its glory. So here we have our one sloop, all of the parts, and the artillery and the other bits, as well as the crew for that ship. So each force is contained in its own box. Alright, so the other box is identical, but we'll just open it for the sake of doing so. Alright, oops, and a couple bits fell out there. Alright, so now here we have some of the rest of the components way down in the box, protected nicely. So you've got a couple of ship cards. Let's see if I can get there. We go. A couple of ship cards, one for each version of the ship. So you get two versions there. We have our D10s. Let's get a first roll. So that's about as good as I'm ever going to roll. So we get, I don't remember, I think it's 12 dice in here? Yeah, 12 dice. And the dice are pretty nice looking. With our skull and crossbones on the 10th side. we've got our 2 legendary character cards for Blackbeard and Maynard. Whoop, there we go. Then we've got our 2 activation decks for the Pirates and the British. And I'll bust those open in a minute. And then we've got some punch board. Oh, there we go. So these are, you'll have a ruler, double-sided, very nice and handy. Ship turning gauge, your stink pot marker. Everybody's gotta love their stink pots. And then a bunch of small tokens for all your things like tracking your fatigue and things like that. Alright. And next we have a terrain punch board. Just punched it out here by accident, but so here we go. We got one side for your land battles, and it's some forest terrain pieces, so just enough to block, create some pieces that block line of sight, but you can move into and give cover. So enough to make for an interesting game. And on the flip side, enlarged versions of some of the oak and iron shoal markers for use in Blood and Plunder. And this is kind of a cool thing that I think a lot of people are going to get to take advantage of. So, all right, and of course, we have our rule book. And yeah, as I thought, there's the rule book. So the rule book that comes in the box will be a soft cover. There's the back cover. This light kind of killed it. So this is a revised version of the rule book. So it's got the latest artillery rules that we just released. These are already taken into effect in this book. And it's got, instead of the 17th century forces section in the back, it is essentially replaced with the forces that you get in this box. So you get those sailors, you'll get the 2 forces for Blackbeard and Maynard. And so there you have it, the unboxing of the Blackbeard and Maynard starter set. That was the first one ever. I was pretty excited. This came out just as good as I hoped it would. We're excited to get it to you guys. The boxes are they're still being processed and put together and getting ready to ship out, but we know that I'm expecting the word any day now that they're ready to get on the ship. So as soon as we have that, we'll let you know, and we'll keep you updated and posted as we have. And thanks again to everyone who backed and supported this project and brought this into reality. And you'll have it soon. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.